JKB back with another episode. Today I'm reviewing TumbleSeed on my Nintendo Switch. This is a game that's based on an old arcade machine called Ice Cold Beer. Now, if you've never played Ice Cold Beer, I'll explain it really quick. You've got a left and a right stick. They both go up and down, and that's it. Why do they both go up and down? Well, you're controlling a platform, and this is a mechanical game. This isn't actually a video. You're not sitting in front of a screen. This is actually in front of you. There's a metal bar and two hooks. Essentially, these hooks are controlled by your left and right sticks. So when you push one up on the right side of the bar lifts up, and then the left lifts up if you push the left. And there's a ball sitting in the center, and what you need to do is get that ball from the bottom all the way to the top without falling into any of the holes that are drilled on the backing of the game. This is so unique, and I've never played anything like it. I got to play it at an Xbox party last year. Had an absolute blast with it, trying to get all the way, like, very minute detailed moves that you have to make with this thing. Like, slightly push it up or the ball will roll right into a hole, and you got to think about how you're going to actually get to the top. And sometimes you have to do really ridiculous moves where the bar is like, and the ball's falling, and you have to push the other one up just in the nick of time to get all the way up through this little maze of holes. Now, this is what inspired TumbleSeed. They took a simple idea of having a seed instead of a metal ball, and they've made it digital. This seed is able to plant things. It's able to turn into a weapon. It's able to interact with its environment as you go up a tree. Now, the story is quite simple. You're a seed that wants to get to the top of a tree. I'm not going to blow it for everybody out there. I think a lot of people will find this game to be very unique. I don't think it's for everybody out there, but I do think you should definitely check it out if you're looking for something a little bit different, because this isn't your typical video game. You turn it on and it's very slow paced. I mean, you're really paying attention to, like, right analog stick moves up the platform, the seed starts rolling, you're like, okay, oh God, I get it, I'm trying to balance this ball to get to the top. But then you realize they throw all of these cool little abilities. So essentially you want to, like, roll over a little plot of land, which will allow you to plant something or plant a flag. That way, if you die later on in the level, you go and fall right down to that flag. There's all these abilities that I think are very unique to this type of game. Never seen it anywhere else like this. But in saying that, it's a very, very, very slow-paced game at times, and it's frustrating because sometimes you just want to get to a dialogue box that's sitting there. So there's a character on screen, might be another seed that you're trying to roll into and talk to, and it's frustrating because you have to, like, get to a certain point and hit this dialogue box. Yeah, but that's the game. So if you don't like that type of thing, maybe this isn't for you. And that's what I realized while playing the game. Like, some people are just not going to enjoy pushing the stick up, pushing it down, trying to level a ball out. But you got to give them credit where credit is due. This game is based on, like I said, a classic arcade game with a new twist, with the abilities, with the enemies. It's a very cute game. I wouldn't say that it's, like, gonna blow your mind in terms of a story. It's really based on that gameplay and the idea that we've put these abilities onto the seed. I think it's adorable. I think that the weapons are really cool. So what you can do is essentially collect these little seeds, these crystals that you plant into the ground. Once you get them planted, you switch into a different seed. There's 3 different seeds so far that I've experienced here. That one will allow you to plant a flag, one will allow you to grow an actual sort of, like, you know, like a stick out the side of you with a metal point on it. It looks like this allows you to roll into enemies and kill them. And the last one lets you collect the actual seed crystals that you can plant. So you switch it up as you're playing, going up this tree, and that is essentially the gameplay. And there's a lot of gameplay here. I mean, it keeps going and going up this tree, and you're going to experience different things happening to you as you go through the game, of course. I'm going to say that the graphics I really do approve of. They really do suit this type of game. They're not over, fancy. They're kind of flat on purpose. It really does work. So in closing, I'm going to say that if you are the type of person that likes to get into very detailed, oriented games where detailed movements, where you're really paying attention to, like, okay, I'm gonna have to lift this up here, I'm gonna have to slightly do this to get up to here, oh, I gotta plant this seed, you're gonna enjoy the game. definitely you're going to enjoy this. I could see a lot of kids with their parents playing this type of game. Other than that, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 and tell you it's not for everybody, but check it out if you're into that type of thing. So thank you so much to the devs. I give them props for creating something unique on the Nintendo Switch. And also, I got to point out one last thing. The HD rumble in this game is the best I've felt on any of the games. So huge thank you to the team for paying attention to the detail of having HD rumble. You feel the ball rolling on this this platform. You feel when it clinks onto the side. That's cool. So check it out if you've got nothing else to play on your Switch. I really do enjoy it. I think it's a 7 out of 10. See you on the next episode, JKB.